back for Tuesday Tekkit Let's Plays. Let's see where I left off. I was in this little sand village where I'm going to fall asleep and hopefully never wake up until it's daytime and all the monsters are dead. Alright, let's go raid some of these guys, see if they got anything good. Well, obviously they don't have anything good. Take the crops. I actually have no idea where my home is, so yeah, that may be a problem. Probably already raided that, but hey. Okay, so I did take some of their stuff. I was smart on that part. Let's see. That's right, taters. Excuse me for the absence. I was at Universal Studios Orlando. Yes, we had a blast. It was so much fun. I missed so much school and I have so much work to do. And through all that chaos, I've kind of had no time whatsoever to do any videos. And here we are. Alright, I have all this stuff and I have no idea where to go because I am stuck in the middle of nowhere. So let's go try to find our house. Maybe. Or to stick it in this cave. Ooh, lots of materials. Let's just start mining and mining and mining and mining and mining. And why am I still mining this? I'm trying to do things at once. Set an alarm here. And 15 minutes. Start. Okay. So I'm gonna give you my official throwdown of Universal Studios Orlando versus Walt Disney World. Yes, it's right. My extremely prejudiced attitude towards these two is going to live on, but will be defeated because I have to be honest with you throughout this comparison. So yeah, first category I'm going to do is, I guess, ride quality. So of course Disney, amazing. Their rides are always okay, I wouldn't say intellectual, but just so much thought and care went into making these rides. It wasn't just like they picked a movie and decided they were going to make a ride out of it and scrapped up some story and put some cool music to it and some cool visuals and make it ride. Universal. But yeah, it's made by the Imagineers, obviously, which is Disney's engineers, but they want them to feel special, so they call them Imagineers. But they don't just want them to feel special, they are very special because they are some of the smartest people in the whole entire world. I'm not kidding. Actually, I'm not kidding. To me, they are. They're just genius. If you doubt that statement, go look up the Hall of Presidents POV and take a look at President Lincoln giving the Emancipation Proclamation. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Good. Thank you. I got those carrots. I'm so glad I got those carrots. And you'll see exactly why I'm calling these Imagineers the best. Okay. Come on. Heal up. Alright, so yeah. I would say it's one on Disney. Okay, number 2, employee quality. Now, both Universal and Disney have great employees. One thing about Disney that I do like better is Disney calls their employees cast members. It just feels so much better than me calling an employee or a janitor. You're a cast member. I mean, that's awesome. Disney, you're awesome, Disney. Universal, they're just called Universal people that work at Universal. So, yeah, and the thing I didn't notice about Universal employees was they always seemed a bit overworked. Like they looked a bit tired sometimes and sweaty, and then they would it was really shown in their quality. You know, the quality of the way they worked, I guess, is what you could say. You know, they're all sweaty and, you know, one cool thing about their employees, though, is after every ride they would, you know, start shaking your hand or clapping for you and being like, "Yay, good job!" And you're just like, "Oh, hey, they're clapping for me." That was cool at first until they did it like a billion times, and you're just kind of like, okay. You know, you see the sweat on their forehead and the unsincerity in their eyes, and you're kind of just like, it's not special anymore. I have no idea what this stuff is, but it looks cool, and I get a ton of it, so why not? Alrighty, next is hotels. Now, Disney has, a bajillion hotels under like 4 or 5 different categories. And those categories for Disney are the value, moderate, deluxe, and like there's like deluxe villas, which are basically just like small homes. And they have many hotels in all of these categories, so you really get how do I put this? A choice, a very wide variety, that's the word I was looking for, of hotels to choose from. Many different styles. It's pretty much whatever you want. You can pick and choose your favorite hotels and stay at them, and you will pay the price because some of the nicer ones, deluxe, are very, 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 very expensive. Now, if you are going to Disney or Universal, stay on property. It is the best thing you'll ever do. Eat on property and don't get off property, which is what Disney actually was intending, and Universal eventually copied for. That was kind of their goal. They wanted you to stay on property and stay on property throughout your whole entire trip. I was going to say vacation, but trip will do. And so they can make the most money off of you. Now, it was smart on Disney's part, but, you know, Universal just said, "Hey, I like that idea, let's take it." And that's basically what they did with everything else, with, you know, on-site hotels and a lot of, like, their Universal Express Pass. One thing I do have to say about Universal Express Pass that I like a whole lot better is at Disney, you get your Fast Pass and you come back at a certain time, like you wait and come back at a certain time. Universal, you show them your pass, you get to get on the ride right then. So if you want, that's what we did. If you stay on site, you get one of their express passes for each person in your family. So that's exactly what we did, and I tell you, that was the best thing that I've ever seen in my whole entire life. That express pass was just beautiful. We got to go on like every ride that we wanted to. Oh, how cool is that? I didn't know what those were. I like that right there. Okay. Okay, now I'm supposed to get back up. And it was very nice because some of the lines were long, surprisingly, since we went last week and the week before during the off season, I guess is what it is. It's not really the off season, but sure, it's the off season. But it was still crowded. I mean, it's always gonna be crowded, and so we did use that express pass to the best of its ability, I guess. This is gonna be complicated. Let's just start lining up then. Alright, next is, oh yeah, still on hotels. As for hotel quality, I mean, it just depends on what you do. I hate to admit it, I hate to admit it. But as much as I hate to admit it, I did like Disney's, or the, hotel we stayed at Universal, the, Lowe's World Pacific. I did like it better than the Polynesian Resort. I hate saying it so much, but I really do like it better. The reason, I'm really not sure. I mean, even though it was smaller, it just felt better. Which I don't like to say that because it better. I mean, it just kind of changed my mind. I mean, the rides too. The rides were pretty cool. I think the movies were one of the things that kind of brought you over. Like, you know, Terminator and Jurassic Park and all those, you know, movies are ones that you like. I mean, they're not ones that you love. They're just ones that you know, kind of cool movies. Or it's all about fighting and action, and it's none of... Great. Just great. Just great. We all love creepers, right? We all love them. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, at Disney you go and you see the rides that are after movies like Snow White. Well, you don't think of Snow White as like a ruthless killer unless there's some that stupid Snow White movie about her killing zombies or something like that. But you know, you just don't really think of her as an evil person. You think of her as a, you know, sweet little lady that stumbles across some dwarves and stuff like that and does stuff. It's a loving, kind lady, not a mean, evil witch of doom and terror. And by the way, you didn't see that. And I mean, yeah. So it just, I don't know. It doesn't really make Disney better necessarily. It just depends on which one you would rather prefer. Now, if you rather prefer more of a Universal killy type, then you know, I guess. If you don't, then yeah, it's pretty much up to you whether you like that or not. Change back to game mode 0, or actually first I'll do game rule. Keep inventory. Oh gosh, it's so case sensitive. True. Okay. So yeah, one of the rides, I do have to say this, it was so cool. The Harry Potter ride uses the robotic arm coaster, which is like what I call it because that's pretty much what it is. It is so cool. I mean, it's always Disney that comes up with like the new ride systems that like bedazzle the whole world. And for the first time, I mean, it's not a new system, I'll give it that, but it's just really cool. And I mean, you know, Universal has smarter ideas and some non-smarter ideas. Sharded minimum. Okay. But, you know, it's all part of the big plan. So, dining, I'll give you dining. Universal has one, I'm not kidding, like one sit-down restaurant, like table service restaurant. They just have like one. And it's the Mythos at Universal's Islands of Adventure. And although it's a cool restaurant, they have great food, and they were voted the #1 theme park restaurant 6 years in a row by Theme Park Insider, I don't really think it's that cool of a restaurant. You know, I just don't. Alright, now I'm liking. Lag spikes. I just really don't. I mean, it was alright. It was pretty cool looking on the inside, I guess. The food was good, I guess, but, you know, it's just not as cool as some of the other restaurants they have at, like, Disney World, for example. So, yeah, they do have a dining plan there, though. We didn't do that, but I don't know what the difference is, so you may have to go look that one up before you make a major decision about which one you would rather prefer. And I think that just about wraps it up. Merchandise is about the same. Universal's copied almost every idea that Disney has, like putting out your, at the end of the ride, you exit out into a shop. I mean, that, of course, that idea is not new, but I think Disney was the first to incorporate it into their theme parks, primarily. So yeah, I mean, that just about wraps it up. Prices are, of course, are going to be pretty high each way, because you can either, overall, we can all agree, well, at least I can agree to myself. I'm just going to stay here to stop lagging. I'm just going to stay in this corner right here. That Disney wins with 4 theme parks, many hotels, many, hundreds of restaurants, and lots of price options. It is pretty much the better way to go. Now, the thing about Disney is, you go to Disney and you see these characters like Donald Duck, and you love these characters. You don't just say, like Universal, hey look, there's, you know, Mr. Simpson or something like that. And, you know, it's kind of, hey, there he is. But at Disney, it's like, oh my goodness, it's this person. I love this character. because you love those characters. You're not just, it's that character. So, Disney is just a better place. And don't just think I'm doing this because of my prejudice towards Disney. I do have to agree with myself after the breakdown. Now, don't just go to Disney every year and totally shun out Universal, because Universal is still a pretty cool theme park. Especially if you like the movies like Jurassic Park, which I cried in excitement, Harry Potter, which was very cool, and some of those other movies, then Universal is a go-to place. Just 2 theme parks, couple of restaurants, 4 hotels, I think. It's just, I don't know. It's more of your personal opinion which one you like better. But if you want my opinion because you can't decide, go to Disney. If you're too poor to go to Disney, go to Universal. If you're too poor to go to Universal, then go to Six Flags. But I do not suggest it. It's even worse than the 2 of them. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed Tuesday Tekkit Let's Play. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow in my next Let's Play. See you guys later.